As if we need any last disastrous revelations about the Trump administration as it ends. We found out now that the Trump administration, through its coronavirus stimulus, actually gave $850,000, listen to this, to anti-vaccine groups, while the Trump administration publicly claimed to be pushing vaccination. The Trump administration gave anti-vaccine groups cash, I guess because they were affected by the pandemic. It's absolutely and completely insane. 5 prominent anti-vaccine organizations known to spread misleading disinformation about the virus and vaccines received more than $850,000 from the Paycheck Protection Program. Of course, making us ask, why are they giving money to groups that oppose their stated agenda? The stated agenda of the Trump administration is vaccines are good and people should get them. And yet they gave money to groups saying all sorts of dishonest and deceptive things about the virus and about vaccines. The groups are the National Vaccine Information Center, should be called the Disinformation Center, Mercola Health Resources, the Informed Consent Action Network, the Children's Health Defense, and the 10 Penny Integrative Medical Center. Okay. These are groups that to different degrees are anti-vaccine and spread anti-vaccine disinformation. Some of these groups have Facebook pages that have been suspended temporarily or permanently because they spread disinformation. Some of these groups aren't allowed to buy Facebook ads because they spread disinformation. And for some reason, the Trump administration, through its PPP program, gave them money. Who could have guessed that there would be abuse when a program, PPP, that was supposed to have oversight just doesn't? Oh, right. That's actually completely predictable. And one of the stories of the Trump administration to think about in the future will be Trump placating and pandering to many lunatic fringes. Anti-vax is just one of them. One of the really important things to understand. And over the last 4 years, I've yelled at anyone who will listen to me about it. We've done interviews about conspiratorial thinking. We've done interviews about how these types of thinking develop and the overlaps between people prone to what we call bottomless skepticism. Skepticism is good. Bottomless skepticism that can never be satisfied that anything is as some others say is not healthy. And what we found out is that not only are many Trump followers prone to conspiratorial thinking, Trump himself has placated and pandered to many of these lunatic fringes. Anti-vax, we saw that very early in even during the transition period of Donald Trump. And we've seen Trump placate all sorts of other lunatic fringes, including those who thought that there were. I mean, listen, first of all, the so-called virus skeptics who for months said it's like the flu. That's a lunatic fringe. But also people with really wacky ideas about how elections work and what the law is around elections. And anyway, we've covered a lot of them over time. But one other thing I was thinking of is, you know, Donald Trump said he considers himself a wartime president. He says coronavirus is a war. He said it was against the China virus. That's not what we call it, but he believes that he has been a wartime president. If you give money to the anti-vaccine group during war, isn't that treason? I don't know. Certainly something to think about. And I hope, my hope is that if the Joe Biden stimulus happens, I hope that the monitoring and the regulation and the oversight actually happens. And this money to anti-vax groups would be just one of many things that hopefully would be prevented. We're going to have more, including the inauguration of Joe Biden, on our Instagram, where you can find us at David Pakman Show. Find me on Instagram at david.pakman.